It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Come on, fellas.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Allen hands off to McCoy. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 23-yard line.
I don't think you got it, son. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight left.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Alpha. Check, 59. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 16.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. To return is McKenzie. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that's complete to Croft. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
And now out come the Bills. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Allen, and it's incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. His throw incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Allen, operating from the gun. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Bengals getting set to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Here's the 6th-round pick from Oklahoma, Rodney Anderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
64, weak.
Now Finley with a bootleg. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Switch. Check it back.
They'll try the left side. Bernard. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And a Bengal first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the curve.
And now to the air, Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hands up. Lead. Check 53. They're going to need some therapy after this. Hands up. 53. Mike.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hands up. 58. Come on. He's tired of me.
Dalton now to pass. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Dalton here from the gun. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Allen now looks to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Allen finds Croft as tight end. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Middle. The twist.
Allen now going to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Allen. This is caught. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen to throw once more. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. So Dalton now. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Mike 52, Mike 52.
Allen going to throw. And this is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's McCoy looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
At the 50-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Second down, Dalton. And caught, right side, Green. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Now, Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Throwing, Dalton, and able to find Green. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Bullock will put this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing hard.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 15, check 15.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
2 by 2. Move. Hey, let's go. Watch the run. Watch the run. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Hands up.
Here's Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Andy Dalton now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Hey. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. 58, come on. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Kill.
Snap came and won. Now here's Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Watch the reach, 68.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bernard. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Cincinnati.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Dalton to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Allen to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, tight. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm here all day. 57's Mike.
Now Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. He's going to loft it. Deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
To the air, Allen. And the grab by Croft. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Check, 59. I don't even know why this team showed up.
On first down, McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Hauschka now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All day, defense.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Bud.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Regular.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
To throw again. Dalton. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Green. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Toss play. This is Anderson. Anderson a 1st down and more. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Andy Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Motion.
1st and 10 for Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Tighten up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Bullock's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. 10th carry now for McCoy. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 44-yard line.
Check. Here we go, D. Get off the field. He's checking.
From the 44, Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Bills on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4.
56.
57's the mic.
Regular.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Let's go.
Their own 18-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 18. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Steps away to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And the Bengals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Dalton here from the gun. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati 1st. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll run on 1st down. Anderson. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 33-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Williams. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
On 2nd down, Anderson. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, it's Anderson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
No, right 52, right 52. It's our time. It's our time.
Allen to throw again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's now 3rd down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Don't throw this way.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Anderson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Rodney Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tight end's right. 3 down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's McCoy. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Carl Lawson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
It's now 3rd down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Tight end right. 4 down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. It's caught. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Bengals grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Where? 52's the mic.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
52's the mic right here.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he One of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Throwing is Allen on third. And it's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills get a bit closer. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at the 40.
Man up, D. Man up, D.
Now Anderson running right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, that's clearly a running situation. When you're up in the 4th quarter, they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Williams loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Allen now looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This for his running back, McCoy. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Geno Atkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
They're running it. 57. Mike 57.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, you got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. To throw is Allen. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Anderson. 20! 34 yards there at a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a give, running right is Anderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Heads up. Lee.
Mike, 49. It's coming this way, Here we go.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Cincinnati, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you need. Give how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my place. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest, no. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes on me, don't want to see when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of a distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma speak, I'm sick in the head. Come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest, no. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused.
use. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment.